Hello, I'm Anita Ann Thomas. Welcome to today's session, Introduction to Online Journalism. The advent of Internet and consequent changes in mass communication naturally opened up unpredictable options and opportunities to journalism as a profession and service. Now, we are witnessing a paradigm shift in the production, delivery, and consumption of news across various domains like print media, radio, television, and digital platforms. As an impact of digital technology on journalism, newspaper organizations in various countries, especially in the West, are literally at the verge of extinction. Developing nations are also moving towards such a crisis, though slowly. Similarly, in digital environment, audience has changed their pattern of use of news and their response to it. In short, all aspects of journalism from sourcing, designing and editing to delivering and using news are witnessing a sea change. This contemporary trend in which editorial content is created and distributed using technology as opposed to traditional methods is generally identified as online journalism. In this chapter, we'll learn what online journalism is and how it differs from traditional journalism and what are the various methods of news production and delivery in a digital environment. Also, we'll discuss in brief the skills required for a successful online journalist. Definition, origin, and development. According to Network Publics at the University of Southern California, online journalism means distribution of news through the internet, particularly by journalists who are associated with mainstream market-driven news organizations. Then, the natural question is what about news and other journalistic content appear in blogs and contributed by common people. While blogs and other emerging forms of online news communication are widely acknowledged as significantly influencing mainstream news content both on and offline, they are considered as a distinct phenomenon and treated under the category of alternative media or termed as citizen journalism online. So, this chapter focuses on the mainstream practices of production and delivery of news and views online. Online journalism is also known as digital journalism, web journalism, internet journalism, multimedia journalism, and electronic journalism. Though the names vary, the focus is on digital technology and its impact on news production, delivery, and use. In online journalism, primary product of journalism, that is news and editorial content, can be presented solely or in combination of text, audio, and video with an option for interaction through digital platform. Free flow of information, popularity of digital networks, lower cost of digital distribution and increased digital literacy among the audience popularized the practice of online journalism. Consequently, information which was once controlled by the traditional media like newspapers, radio and television has been democratized and citizens are empowered to control the content of journalism. The origin of digital journalism starts with the introduction of teletext, a television information retrieval service. It was introduced in the UK in 1970s by John Adams of Philips Company. Story selection by the audience was the main feature of teletext. Using teletext, users could choose stories they liked to use and they could see it on the television screen. The next development in the field was video text, introduced in 1979. Prestel is considered as the first video text service. Financial Times, a British newspaper, is the pioneer in using video text for news delivery. Next came Computer Bulletin Board System (BBS) In the late 1980s and early 1990s, several smaller newspapers started online news services using BBS software and telephone modems. The first of these was Albuquerque Tribune in 1989. In the early 90s, firms which deliver news over digital platforms proliferated in the West. But online journalism in its full sense was materialized with the advent of World Wide Web. The News and Observer, N&O, in North California is considered as one of the first successful organizations which adopted online news service using the web. The name of their online journalism site was Nando. Launching of the internet browsers like Netscape in 1994 and Internet Explorer in 1995 boosted the trend of internet journalism. By the beginning of 2000, major newspapers in the West were either fully shifted to online journalism or started to repurpose their contents for digital delivery. American Online, Yahoo, and Associated Press are the pioneers in utilizing digital platforms for profession, news production, and delivery. In India, The Hindu is the first mainstream newspaper that embraced online for news delivery. Now, all major news organizations have digital presence. More so, many new successful firms are emerged out of the context as independent entities, inventing newer business and professional models. Huffington Post, a world-known online news and views aggregator, is a case in point.